Hi, everybody. Sam Kouvaris with the Nimnik Sports Update. You know, you got to pay attention in this kind of next week to 10 days because of what happens with the coaching carousel in the National Football League and, of course, in college, because it eventually will have some effect on what happens right here in Jacksonville and on a couple of levels. One is in college football. What happens when the Michigan job gets filled? Is Les Miles going to be talked to that after the game that LSU played this past week in the Cotton Bowl? Is that LSU job then interesting to Jimbo Fisher? Does somebody bring Jack Del Rio's name up again? All this stuff is interconnected. There's no question about that. When you go back to the Jaguars job and the Jaguars head coaching job, Del Rio gets it, not necessarily by default, but Wayne Weaver says you got to only look at two years and says Jack deserves more of an opportunity. Jack admitted he was very fortunate to be able to rebuild a team twice and also to survive a quarterback in Byron Leftwich that didn't work out. But the coaching thing on the professional level also will have an effect here, or it could. Now that Jim Harbaugh's in San Francisco, well, who's going to take that Miami job? And who's going to take the Denver job? Dirk Cutter is a candidate. And if Cutter, let's just theorize that he becomes the head coach out there, if he didn't insist they draft Tim Tebow here, then why would he expect Tebow to be the best number one guy he would have in Denver? Which would make Tebow available, which there's no way that Gene Smith and Jack Del Rio should ever pass on the opportunity to get him a second time at what they valued him at, which would be a lower first round or a second or third round pick. This is all theory, I understand, and conjecture, but nonetheless, that's why we got to pay attention here in the next week or 10 days to see what happens and to see how all that shakes out all the way down here in our little corner of the world. You can follow us live streaming on 1010XL.com from 10 to 11:30 every day, and of course right here on the newscast on news4jax.com. I'm Sam Kouvaris, and that's the Nimnik Sports Update.